You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Carr off the play fake. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Throwing again, it's Carr. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Oh, trying for a long way, but it's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
On first and 10, here's Nix. This is Sutton working the right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Nix from the gun. He rolls to his right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. From the shotgun, Khan. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Carr. Completes this one to Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Carr here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Running back sent in motion left. 2nd and 15. Completed over the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Carr setting to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Motioning left is their running back. 4th down, here's Carr. Launches one deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes out to the left. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Saints grab it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Carr now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd and 10, here's Carr. Got his target, it's Hill. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Carr throwing on 3rd. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. That's P.J. Luck. And the Broncos are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. handoff for Williams, running left. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Nix off the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Nix. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got first down from the 31. To throw, here's Nix. Flushed down now to his left. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. Completed to Sutton. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll throw again. Nix. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Carr finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Throwing again, it's Carr. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Carr. He's on the move. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team on the field. And this somehow is only going to be our 1st punt of the game. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Second and 13. Rolling left, buying some time. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Chase Young bringing him down there. Offense up to the line fast. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Saints will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Kamara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Carr off the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw. Gets this one to Shaheed. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Completes this one to Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Carr here from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Slot man motioned over. They'll run with Kamara. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Running back sent in motion left. To throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints jump in front late. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Willie Gay with the pick. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S.
Big game downfield. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Play action with Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Kamara's got it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Kamara gets it off the option. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.